What can you plant this fall and even harvest through the winter? I'm Christine Ray Miller, founder of the Imagine Garden, where I get to share my organic kitchen garden with you, and together we'll watch our imaginations come to life. And I was scrolling through photos from past winters. Yes, this was winter. This was actually in February of 2023. And I thought I would share with you some of the things that grow in the winter in my mini greenhouses and let you see what you could grow too. And I'll let you know what I've been planting so far. I've got things in the house here that will be ready to go out soon. And we'll take a look at how some things are doing since our fall bed refresh outside as well. This is a calendula flower that you are looking at. And yes, it is December. This was December 8th of 2021, and it was growing in a greenhouse here at the Imagine Garden. So it is possible to have flowers in December, which is so fun. And calendulas have a lot of medicinal properties. You can also use the petals on salads. And we'll see here in just a little bit, I've got some babies that are growing in the seed starting rack. And there's even a perennial one outside, I think, right now that is on the larger side. And if temperatures hold, we should be able to have some flowers in December again this year. Other things that are great to get going in the fall are members of the chicory family. And this is Belfiore that you are looking at there. It's Italian for beautiful flower. And chicories they are lettuce-like, but they have a bitter quality to them. And you'll find that in the cooler temperatures, they're even more hardy. And so January, this is something that if you plant it this fall, even if it's not large enough to eat in the fall or early winter, it will generally still hold through those winters into the early spring. So there's Belfiore that you're looking at. And you might also have noticed before frisee. If you've gotten boxes of salad before, those kind of curly little frizzy looking things, they are frisee is what that is. And so it's another member of that family that is worth a try. We also have in that family indigo, which is a type of radicchio, and it has that red color that gets deep red when it is cool, and things that are redder like that, even if you have lettuces, if they have some red in them, that tends to work well into those cooler temperatures. And Italian dandelion is another possibility. And this was January, so you can see that there is just a little bit of cold burn on some of those leaves a little bit, but they are hanging in there doing just fine. Leeks are something that are great through the cold. If you have some leeks that did not fully mature in the fall, if you've got a greenhouse with us, they will hang on through the winter and get bigger in the spring. You just want to make sure you snag them before they start flowering and get a woody stem to them. So leeks can keep going right on through the winter. And spinach is another awesome plant for fall into winter. It's a little bit tricky to get started in the heat, but I have some started in the house right now they're doing fine so far. And then Vit, if you have never had that before, you might have. It has a whole lot of names. It's also known as corn salad or mash or lamb's lettuce. And it is a super healthy, vitamin-rich it's low growing, which is one of the reasons it does really well in the winter. But I will be direct sowing some of that outside here in just a little bit, and it should be one of the first things that start coming up when our days get longer again. And then carrots are always a wonderful addition. And these are some carrots that we're growing in January in a greenhouse and not big enough to eat yet, but we'll see here in just a second. We're going to look at March and see how that they stayed on through the winter and were growing again in March and going to be ready for an early spring harvest then. And there are those carrots in March, along with Belfiore. So a lot of the things that I've been planting in the house because we just now, it's the first part of October and we're just now getting our temperatures down into the 70s. So I've planted a lot of things in here where I could keep them cool and keep the moisture levels up for them without having to run out and make sure everything was watered every day. So a few of the things that are in here, I've got some calendula that are getting started. And those are, I'm looking forward to having flowers, um, Christmas even, with some of the things that are started already. This is an endive. It's a type of frisee, and you can see that the leaves are already, they're doing the curly frizzy thing already just on those first two baby leaves that are there. This one happens to be called Deluvier. There are lettuces in here. I have a lot of things in the brassica family, which are your cabbage type things. And one of those is a scarlet kale that has started to grow really pretty here. It's time to go ahead and thin out a few of these. You can see that this will have a little bit of a curl to the leaf, and it's called scarlet. So it will actually have a red color. It will be the cooler temperatures that bring out the red. So it's going to be great in our greenhouses. And I think we'll go ahead and hop out and see what's in the garden. And I'm gonna take this guy with me because it's time to start. It's going to get those next couple leaves pretty soon, and time to start kind of hardening it off where I can plant it outside. So it's going to spend just an hour outside today so that it doesn't get sunburnt. And let's go ahead and take it out. So we're going to set these guys in a nice shady spot for right now. So while we're out here, let's take a look at some of the things that are going on since we did our bed refresh. We've got radicchio, still green in the warm, and sorrel, which behaves perennially. That was several years ago I planted that. Has kind of a lemony flavor if you're not familiar. Lots and lots of parsley, which that's why I let my parsley go to seed. I did not plant nearly all of those. And the Swiss chard is starting to fill out nicely. We've got some baby kale up, and that's cinnamon basil, some more radicchio, a Treviso type, the China jade radishes that were much smaller in the last video. The pepper plants have really been liking the fertilizer and rain. They won't last through the winter, but they're going to enjoy this early fall. Some basil and parsley. The basil won't last through the winter, but it likes the fall. The parsley will love the winter. That's a moss curled parsley. There's arugula. There's plenty of space in there for the new plants that are in the house. So I'm not completely seeding everything in yet so that there's space for the stuff that needs to come out. Carrots. And parsnips. They were planted early in the spring. They take until the fall. They take quite a while to get ready. They can stay in the greenhouses through the winter if they need to. Oh, and there is one of our friends munching on a carrot. That's just fine. He won't take down the whole patch and turns into a beautiful butterfly. There is lemon thyme, and this has been so fun to watch. It's just traveling down the edge of the bed on its own. I haven't trained it in any way. It's just doing that, and kind of helping guard the kale we'll see in just a minute. There's some baby arugula that's freshly planted and some little belfiores, a Tuscan kale, and the chives are super happy right now. There is our calendula that is big enough it should have flowers here pretty soon. And Italian dandelion, that one's called Cleo. And oh, there's a baby Calinda in there too. It has planted itself somewhere along the line. Some more pepper plants. This is a shishito that is happy right now. And Thai basil. And oh, fun, pink celery that the celery reseeds itself. So it's been quite a while since I've planted the pink celery, and that one is there with some baby Mizuna that is starting to take off. And we'll end with a final round of carrots. So, do any of the seedlings that you've seen today appeal to you? Do you already have some of yours started? What do you think you might plant next? I'll still be planting through October here because I've got the mini greenhouses. That's why we're able to keep planting so late, because there is that protection through the winter. So I'll be able to enjoy a lot of things even by Christmas time, but the things that don't fully develop, they'll keep going for me, provided we don't get some kind of crazy cold. They'll keep providing, keep growing through the winter and even into the spring. So if you haven't checked out the mini greenhouse video yet, where I show you how I build mine, make sure that you check that one out next so you can grow along with me. And I think next time I probably need to show you about this whole setup so that we can get you set up in the house to start your own seedlings too, huh? So we'll do that next time. If you want to see faster than I can show you on YouTube, I've been working on a seed starting course for you. It's available on my website, theimaginegarden.com, and I've already got this set up there if you want to see it faster than what I can get it to you on YouTube. So anyway, with that, thanks for coming out to play today. Take care, and I'll see you again next time.